Now, for a ridiculous loser, what can we say about Mr. Irrelevant 1991? It's a sought-after title in some ways.
Irrelevant.
Mr. Irrelevant.
Is there some sort of like a paradox? It's like being the most boring person. Well, that's something interesting if you're the most boring person. So the second most boring person is more boring than the most boring person, which makes them the most boring person, which is something interesting about them. Which makes
I love that. I think that's fantastic. All I can say with confidence is that he was wanky. Which is his name, Mr. Wanky.
Mr. Wanky?
Yeah, Mr. Wanky.
Well, that's so relevant.
Yeah, so every year in US football, professional teams choose new players from that year's college leavers, so it's called the draft. And the last placed team from the previous year gets the first choice. The idea is to even out the team's prospects. And so it's not like you can just buy the top players. They try and keep it kind of level.
the opposite of the Premier League, really.
Yeah. So the player chosen last from the pool, so the least sought-after player in that year is called Mr. Irrelevant. And it's a rather dubious honour. It fell to Larry Wanky in 1991.
I was really hoping he had a better first name, but Larry Wanky
is not good, is it?
What would a better first name be?
Willie.
Barry.
Willie is better.
Willie Wanky.
Wee Welly.
But they get a prize. They get flown out for Irrelevant Week with their family to California, and they have,
Introducing the Wankies. Let's have a warm round of applause for the Wankies as they join us.
But it's a thing in sport. The last place competitor in the Tour de France, for example, since 1920, been awarded the Lanterne Rouge. But there's so much publicity with being that person that people want to be it. When they know they're not going to win, and they know they're right at the back, they sometimes hide in barns and things.
I've watched the London Marathon. There's so much attention on who wins it. But I am interested often as to who is the last person.
Like 5 days later. And a man in an iron lung finally rolls over the finish line.
But there's loads of wonderful things that you get a salted anchovy if you're the loser of the Siena Palio horse race. And it used to be that you got a wooden spoon at Cambridge if you got the worst honours degree in the maths tripos.
No.
This is the last one ever awarded to the magnificently named Cuthbert Lempriere Holthouse.
Who then went on to become Prime Minister.
He became an Anglican vicar, which is like being in the Church of England.
And so what, he got the worst score on his degree?
He got the worst degree. In fact, they made the spoon out of a rowing oar because he blamed it on the fact that he spent so much time rowing.
It's amazing that they actually gave degrees to borrowers.
Well, also, nobody is going to ask a question about who came first in the maths tripos, right? It's just so lovely. I think it's much more interesting to talk about Cuthbert. Thank you for watching. Do remember to subscribe to the QI channel and click here to watch more videos.